Hi, I'm Linda.
And I'm Troy, and we're Wines, Pines, and Canines.
Well, it is award season once again, so tonight we're going to bring you the first annual WPC Wines, Pines, and Canines Campground Award Show.
Yes, in tonight's episode, we're going to have 8 RV parks and campgrounds that excelled in 8 different categories, and we're going to close it out with our favorite campground, Best of Show.
So even though it is a beautiful day here in North Carolina, finally, we have a guest arriving this evening for the show. So we're going to head back to the studio, get ready, and we'll be back with you after a short commercial break.
All right, we're back. Now, before the guest of honor arrives and we commence with the ceremony itself, I'd like everybody to know that I'm excited about each and every one of these RV parks. The awards they received tonight are well received and well earned. And if you take this opportunity to follow our information and go to any of these RV parks, it's my opinion that it's time well spent on your behalf.
Yeah, we really have enjoyed our stay at all these parks, and all of these parks were either multiple days or multiple different trips that we have gone to. So any of these we would go back to, and that's what tonight is all about. Now, it looks like our guest of honor is finally arriving, so as Desi walks the red carpet, we're going to try and get him to stop and give us a quick interview. But you know how temperamental artists can be. Nope, looks like he's going to walk right on by and head to his seat, so let's go ahead and just get started.
All right, the first award of the night will be easy for me to convey. It is the most surprising RV park. I didn't expect this stop to be bad because the reviews were really good online. I just didn't expect it to be so overwhelmingly positive right off the bat.
And the winner is
370 Lakeside Park, St. Peters, Missouri.
Yeah, this was actually a great park. Now, this was a stopover on our trip out west, and within an hour of us getting there, we had already booked our next night on our return trip. They have concrete sites on the lake. They had gravel sites off of the lake. We stayed in both. The sites were very level.
Well, the grass was beautiful. The sidewalks were well maintained. Everything was clean, top shelf.
Yeah, Desi loved the grass. So there was plenty of room on the sites. We didn't have to unhook. The lake was there. You could do canoe and boat rentals.
It's an immediate, it's an automatic.
Yeah, and that was really nice. So on to the next one.
All right, award number 2 goes to the best premium site. There's a lot of contenders here tonight. All of them were very, very close, and only one barely eked out all the competition. And that one was Travelers Rest KOA in Travelers Rest, South Carolina.
Yeah, this really is a great site. Some of the things we looked for is you wanted a lot of space between our neighbors. We wanted some amenities on the site, like, make sure it had a fire pit, furniture, and a lot of the sites that, on the campgrounds that we've stayed at did meet this criteria. But what put this one over the top, and if you've watched our campground review, you will see site 38, is it has a site within its site in the fact that there's a little walk down and you go to a little sub-site kind of overlooking the water.
It's on a different level.
Yeah, it really is. It has the hanging lights and more furniture and another fire pit, and you are totally alone down there. That is yours and yours only when you rent this site.
If you had kids, that would really be exceptional.
Yeah, it did have like a tent pad down there as well. So, and to the campground, we did love the campground. So it was kind of easy. But like I said, a lot of the other campgrounds did have wonderful sites.
True.
Okay, going on to number 3.
All right, number 3, here we go. Number 3 is easy for me. This one was no contest. This award goes to the most level site. One of my biggest pet peeves as an RV owner is when I pay premium for an RV site, which I'm prepared to do, and when I get there and have to level up, block it up, spend 15 minutes messing with it, it kind of gets under my skin. And the award goes to Anvil Campground, Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yeah, we have stayed here twice. This is another one that we did do a detailed campground review on. And both times we have stayed in their premium sites. I mean, they are really great. They are not concrete sites, they are gravel sites. So
that's even more special, I think.
Exactly. And the campground, once again, is a very nice campground. It's in the middle of Williamsburg, Virginia. Right. You have your own little patio section to the back private. With the fencing. Yeah. And, grassy area for the dogs. So if you're in that area, recommend checking out our video if you'd like to take a closer look at this campground. But we were very happy with those sites.
True.
Okay, we are going on to number 4.
All right, number 4. Number 4 is a pretty magical place. It's a pretty magical award. It's an RV park award that goes to the most amenities.
And the winner is...
Oh, come on. Coulter Bay RV Park in Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming.
Yeah, guys, it's hard to beat this one. It does not have the traditional amenities. Yeah. There's no dog park. There's not even any grass, I don't think.
The sites aren't especially level.
Definitely not. No Wi-Fi.
No grass.
No cell phone service.
You're tight. You're tight to other RVers.
Exactly. So none of that. But guys, you have the Tetons outside your door. You have Yellowstone less than 30 minutes away. And just the amenities inside, right outside. I mean, I think it was within 100 feet
200
of
yards. 200 yards.
We were in the grocery store, which is an amazing place. Had a wine bar.
Incredible selection.
Yeah, I had an ice cream bar, had a coffee bar, had the gift shop, had a laundromat.
Great vegetables. A diverse supply of just about everything you really need. It's shocking. Actually.
Yeah, it really was. It also had a full-service restaurant. It had the canoe rentals.
Had a full marina. It had wonderful breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could make reservations. You could order up and pick up. In the midst of COVID, we couldn't go into the restaurant, but like everybody else, we found a way to get over, and it's really outstanding. Yeah,
it really is. And very few parks do not get to use every part of the park because they had to have some of it closed off because there's a mama grizzly and her cubs. Yeah. So we are very excited about someday going back. But that concludes the first 4. So we're going to take a short commercial break. So please enjoy these photos and videos from the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone National Park, including famous Mama Grizzly 399 and her 4 cubs. Okay, we are back, and Desi is on his feet for this one.
All right, number 5. This award goes out to a category that's important to this family because it involves dog happiness. This particular recipient of the award takes this one to the house, and it takes it to a totally different level.
And the award is for dog amenities.
And the winner is Anchor Down RV Resort in Dandridge, Tennessee.
And it looks like Desi agrees with this award. He is on his feet in a standing ovation. But this campground, it really does take a dog park to another level.
Yes.
Most campgrounds will have a basic dog park, but this one, it is AstroTurf. It is huge. Has fully secure. It has a agility course. But it's not only for dogs. This is a great RV park for kids. It has a lake. It has a lot of amenities for the kids on the lake during the summer. And for adults, once again, it's on the lake. It has beautiful stone fireplaces.
Yeah.
And it's close to the towns of Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
And you can rent golf carts.
So highly recommend. We did do a campground review on this one actually a few years ago before we started this YouTube channel, but it is up here on our YouTube channel now if you would like to take a look at it.
And number 6 is the best RV experience at Christmas time. This one here, to my knowledge, again, it's an easy award because I don't think it's surpassed by anyone.
And the winner is
James Island County Park, Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, if you have kids or even just adults that are kids at heart, this is a place that you have to see at Christmas time.
It's overwhelming.
It's miles of lights. The park is very nice as well. And the great thing is if you're staying in that campground, you can just walk over through the little lighted enchanted forest to the food truck area and the gift shop. And I think they have a rock climbing wall. Now, they didn't have a lot of this year because of COVID, but they did have the lights. But what you do is you drive around the lights. And if you're staying at the campground, you can just pull out and just drive around without having to wait. And when I say without having to wait, this thing is so popular that some people, I mean, if you're not in line by, I think, around 5 o'clock during the day, I mean, you could wait hours in this line. And to that, if you are staying at that campground, you need to be back in that campground before dusk or you're going to be waiting in that line. But it was just over the top lights, and it was a beautiful time that we were there.
Absolutely.
So now we're going on to number 7.
Number 7 is a great one because it's near and dear to my heart. It is for best Wi-Fi. Best Wi-Fi.
And the winner is
Big Pine Campground, Custer, South Dakota.
Yeah. Now, we don't always need Wi-Fi, but we like to have internet and or cell phone at least available. And so most of the parks, I think, on this list that we've done tonight do have decent, except for Coulter Bay, decent Wi-Fi. But this one was over the top as far as the internet connection. Yeah,
it was truly gigabit. I mean, I never saw it stutter.
Yeah. And on top of that, though, it was a great RV park. It had space between your neighbors, the very friendly staff.
Close
and
to Custer.
You were only about 20 minutes away from Custer State Park. And that experience, being able to quickly drive that wildlife loop at night, see buffalo and antelope, the wild donkeys, the deer.
We had deer in the RV park too.
And there were deer in the RV park. Great place. We highly recommend Big Pine Campground in Custer, South Dakota. Okay, we are getting close. Right now, we are moving on to number 8.
All right, number 8, the final award before the big one. Number 8 is for the best state park campground. And that one goes to Buffalo Bill State Park in Cody, Wyoming.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of state parks that are fantastic, but it's hard to beat Buffalo Bill State Park.
It's truly beautiful.
Yeah, the views were over the top, and I honestly don't believe we spent 3 nights there. They do have electric and water hookups. They have a dump station, but no sewer hookups.
Right.
But I don't think we've ever stayed somewhere 3 nights, had one beautiful night, hail the next night, and wind that I swear was going to blow the trailer over the 3rd night.
Yeah, it keeps it fun.
It does. It keeps it interesting. And there are just so many things close to this park. You were, I think, within
Buffalo
30
Bill
minutes?
Reservoir and Dam.
The dam, yep. The dam was beautiful.
The eastern entrance to Yellowstone.
Right. I think that was about 45 minutes maybe. And just a
20 minutes
beautiful drive into Yellowstone and super close to Cody.
Nice.
So that wraps up our 8 campgrounds. Now, we're going to take another short commercial break and hope you enjoy some of the photos and videos from the things that we saw when we were staying at Buffalo Bill State Park. Okay, we are back and we are on to the last award, which is Best Overall.
Yeah, this award primarily placed because this particular location placed number 1 or number 2 in so many different categories. And absolutely the genuine decency of the owner who actually interacts with the people that stay in his RV park really sets him apart, along with the amenities. It's just a personal touch. For me, this one was a clear leader.
And the winner is
Travelers Rest, KOA, and Travelers Rest, South Carolina.
This is the park that we have been to the most because we just enjoy going to this park so much. We don't have anything negative ever to say about it the 3 times that we have been there.
It's just exceptional.
Yeah, and the area. We absolutely love the Greenville area. There is so much to do. I mean, you have the city.
Right.
You have wineries.
You can get to Asheville very easily.
Asheville is super close. You have
Lots
a lot of
wineries.
state parks.
Lake Lure.
Lake Lure. I mean, it's just a fantastic area to go to. We absolutely love this park.
It's got something for everyone.
It really does. It really does. So that pretty much concludes our first annual award ceremony. Now we are hoping that next year that we're going to do a lot more boondocking this year. So next year we're hoping to have a couple of categories, maybe best harvest host or
most unique experience.
Most unique experience. That's a great one. And best boondocking spot.
True.
And to that, if there's any campgrounds, boondocking, harvest hosts that you highly recommend, please leave them in the comments down below.
Bring them in.
And if you'd like to follow us this year, please remember to
like and subscribe.
And remember, Desi always wants you to hit that notification bell.